Hello everyone, this is Redbirds again. Today is about our bug out food. What food should we take with us bugging out? It'd take too long if I took my backpack, my bug out bag or whatever along with me. And of course for some of the foods in front of me, of course, you know you need a mask kit and all that other good stuff I have, but I don't want to put out here. Other material I would need in front of me would be P38s or good can openers. Make sure you got a number of them, or if you can find containers with tops like this. First thing I want to do is what food would I have in a bug out? First I got Mountain Host right here. It's the freeze-dried foods. 11 grams of protein. Spaghetti with meat sauce has 2.5 servings. Basically it's 200 calories a serving. 31 carbohydrates and 11 grams of protein. And I got each one. I got like chili mac with beef, and I got another chili mac here. That's Mountain House. I got a lot of stuff from Wise Company, and these have this one is beef stroganoff, and it has 44 grams of carbohydrates plus 6 grams of protein. The stuff is outstanding stuff, and it lasts. You can get this stuff wet. That's why I got it. This holds 4 meals. Some other meals I'm going to go from my right to the left. And I would actually have all this food in my bug out bag. Alright, first is going to be like, first I got a couple cans corned beef hash. Each has 2 servings, so this is 660 calories, 44 grams of carbohydrates, 40 grams of protein. You want high protein and carbohydrates, and I like this. You need a P38, open it up. Make sure no matter what stuff you use, whether you're camping, hiking, or some kind of catastrophe, you can have garbage bags. I didn't put it out for today's demonstration. Okay, I got some of that. I want high protein. Other stuff is fruit. I got cans of fruit, right? Apricots here, 120 calories, 28 grams of carbohydrates per serving. This has 3.5 servings, and it has a little bit of protein, but you need fruit. Alright, carbohydrates. And one thing I like about fruits that have juices, you can drink the juice. Remember, anytime you have freeze-dried food, it requires a tremendous amount of water. This isn't just all the water I have. I would also have a couple canteens that are attached to me, to my vest or in my backpack, so I'd have actually a lot more than I would here. Always, because you can't just eat this and you can't use all your water. And I can drink this. This is just like apricots. I got a fruit cocktail, and right here has 3.5 servings, and each serving has 19 grams of carbohydrates, and it has fibers, it has sugars, and all that other good stuff in it. Same thing, I got some fruit cocktail here. Here's another kind of fruit cocktail. Same thing. I got peaches. A little bit of variety. Has 3.5 servings at 23 grams per serving. Alright. Here, mandarin oranges. 17 grams of carbohydrates per serving. Okay. Over here, and I went really over here is because I got like Clear Value spaghetti rings. People think, gee, this is really, kind of dumb getting this stuff, but 50 cents a can? Granted, it only lasts a couple of years, and you got to keep rotating your canned foods. Always rotate this stuff out. Use it. Anytime you get a dent in your can, you got to get rid of it. Anytime you got shelf, cans fall off the shelf or whatever all the time. That just happened to me a couple months ago. I got, about 10 cans that was, shot. Here, this has, just in one container of spaghetti rings, 64 grams of carbohydrates, 10 grams of protein. Right? That's just spaghetti rings. This has 300 calories to it. Here. I got some different stuff. Pasta rings. It has meatballs with it, right? It has 50 grams of carbohydrate plus 18 grams of protein. It has your fats and stuff like that. And again, this stuff has its own juices. People will not eat food they do not like. People would rather starve. People, when they say people eat anything, that's a fallacy. It's a myth. Alright? Here are spaghetti rings. You know, from right here, 18 grams of protein, 500 calories, 1 can. Okay? Same thing with the spaghetti rings and all that other stuff. Here, I got several bottles of water, which is pretty cool. And that's really minimal. I would put all of this in my bug out bag. Some of the other stuff you might want to see, I get this stuff from the GNC store. Amplified Fuel Recovery. What is this? It has tons of protein, 42 grams of protein to it, your branched chain amino acids, and this helps muscle recovery. Anytime we're under a tremendous amount of pressure, stress, hiking, bugging out, we're burning up a tremendous amount of calories. The average person burns up, let's say, 2,000 calories a day. But if things would, if SHTF or WROL scenario, we would probably burn up 4,500 calories. We need tons of food. If we don't eat, we don't think. Alright, that's what this is. Here, a protein shake, 50 grams of protein. And generally what we need with carbohydrates and protein, we need about 1.5 to 1.75 grams of carbohydrates per 1 pound you weigh. So I weigh 200, let's say run off 200 pounds. I would roughly need 300 grams of carbohydrate and about 300 grams of protein per day in order just to maintain weight. In any kind of scenario, we're burning up a lot of energy. But these are shakes, and this is an emergency. We got to prevent ourselves. If we don't eat, we get sick. After an SHTF scenario and stuff like that, you know, if we're looking at breakdowns in a hospital or anything like that, we're going to get sick. Alright, this is one of my favorite Monster drinks. This stuff doesn't have to be refrigerated, but remember, anything you drink with these protein shakes, don't drink a little bit and think you can save it. Drink it all. Everything you open, you eat. You do not throw nothing away. Here, this Monster milk, 45 grams of protein per serving, and this has 2.5 servings. So I'm looking at about 100 grams of protein by drinking this. High calorie and all that. That's why I like this. High calorie, I have high energy. Alright. Some of my other things I like, I thought it's kind of cool. I get nitric oxide. And what is this? This is 2 servings and generally about $4 a bottle at the GNC store. What does this do? When your body increases in nitric oxide, it absorbs your proteins, your carbohydrates, your branched chain amino acids, vitamin C's, all your vitamins. It expands your blood vessels and arteries so your body absorbs more. We don't waste this. This stuff is expensive. I got a couple bottles here. I got some powders. I can make a drink with this stuff. Keep myself healthy, and I can always help somebody out. Here, what is this? Pre-workout powders, high energy, high carbohydrate. Same thing with this right here, right? Another little thing I think is really fascinating is I see these little energy gels. What is amazing? 1 serving per pack, right? It has 25 grams of carbohydrates, has some sugars to it, potassium, and some sodium. You're right. Taking this gives us energy. That's idea. You know, high protein, for me, everybody's a little different. You might not want, some of the stuff you might want to not take if you're, you know, if you have diabetes and stuff like that. Pay attention to your doctor. I'm not a doctor. But one thing is, these gels, these quick energy gels, they'll prevent, to help you from getting sick, and they're quick energy, quick on the run, you're busy, you take one. Alright, I think I got, like, take a number of them, you know, like I said, 25, 26 grams each. They're great. Tons of bottled water. But I don't want anybody to think one thing, I don't believe in bugging out. I won't bug out where I live. I will fight to the death, and so will my family. This is only some of it. If we all really had to bug out with 7 members of our family, you can expect us to be like 6 or 7 times more. And if you looked at my previous video, if you looked at my survival kit that's in the back of the truck, which also has 44 meals to it, and plus I got tons of more water, and I would, if I'm going to go retrieve the kids at school or do anything like that, I'm going to be taking my vehicle. I'm not walking 2-3 miles to, to try to get my kids or and stuff like that. I will be taking my vehicle. All right. I don't believe in bugging out. If I lived in New York City, the situation would be different. I'd be trying to get out. I'd be fighting to get out of New York City. But where is there to go? We live right by a river, and a house, everything I live in, all my gear I have. This is a very, very defensible position I live in. I hope everybody's learned a lot. A mixture of food, corned beef hash. You can warm this stuff up, or you can eat it cold. But it's a mixture. Don't leave the stuff on the shelves too long. Rotate it all out. I got, like I said, for a 3 or 4 day, this is enough probably to feed a lot of people, several people over a 3-day period. If my family and I had to bug out, we'd have like 6 or 7 backpacks full of food, plus whatever I'd have in my truck. But water is very important when it comes to these things here, and what we normally drink. Alright, if there's any questions, please subscribe, or send me an email. Everybody's a little bit different on what their perspective is, how they do on a bug out, how they put food away for their bug out and stuff like that. I'm a little different, is because I don't think there's any place to run. Okay, and that's it.